everyone, today I'm going to be telling you about books that I wish had sequels. Now, I have 5 books on this list and it's sort of just something I've been thinking about recently, and it's not necessarily books I've read recently, but I just love reading sequels, and all of these books don't have sequels and I really want them. But yeah, I have 5 books, so let's get started. The first book I have on this list is Eleanor Park by Rainbow Rowell. This is a book that I know has issues. Before you all start saying that, I do know it has issues, and people have just sort of started bringing these up fairly recently. But I still love this book and I still love these characters. And this book ended so abruptly that I was just like, I need more from these characters. It can't end like that, and I want to know what happened to Eleanor and what happened to Park and just how their relationship ended up going, and whether it carried on or not. It just ended too abruptly for me, but I just adored this book when I first read it, and it is a one I want to reread fairly soon, I think. Whether I get around to it or not, I don't know, but I hope to reread this fairly soon anyway. But I just want to see how their life sort of turned around after this story, because they had so much horrible things happening all of the time during this story. I just hope they're really happy now, but I don't know. The next book I have is Fangirl, also by Rainbow Rowell, and this is about Kath, and she goes off to university, and it's sort of about her time at university, and she is also a twin as well, but her and her twin are pretty different personality wise. Kath's quite introvert and Ren is quite extrovert. But we only get to see the first year of Kath's experience at university, and I'd love to see more of her experience at university, the next few years, how she's doing then, and how her personality sort of develops, and how she deals with university during these years as well, because she doesn't start this story dealing with university very well, and by the time it gets to the end she has picked up quite a bit, but I'd like to see more of that. I'd like to see how she deals with it a lot more. I just think with Kath there's a lot of room for character development, and although we do get this through the book quite a bit, I think there is space for even more, and that's sort of why I want a sequel. Also, I want to read more about Levi, but who doesn't want to read more about Levi? The next book I have is The Pics of a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky, and I loved this book when I read it, and I love the film as well. And I just feel like these characters have so much more potential to develop, and I want to know how their lives turned out as well after this story, because they sort of separate off and they're not together all the time, so it'd be nice to see how they've developed as individuals rather than as a group. I think that would be really, really interesting. And also how Charlie is dealing with his mental health at this stage as well, because he starts the story off really, really low, and it's really hard to read about, and I just want to make sure Charlie's okay, and it would be really great to see that he is coping a lot more with his mental health if we had a sequel, but we don't, and I want one, but we don't have one. And the fourth book I have is Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson. Now in this book we see Emily's summer, but because Sloane has disappeared and left Emily this list, we don't get to see Sloane's summer very well. We don't get to read a lot about that, and I'd like to read a lot more about what actually happened to Sloane over this summer, because it's all quite in the dark, and I just feel like if we had a sequel, it could be about what happened to Sloane that summer. I think it would be a really, really great sequel. So yeah, I'm hoping that happens at some point, but let me know if you think the same as well, because I do really want that, and I really enjoyed reading this story last year as well. So yeah, really, I just want the sequel to be from Sloane's perspective, and sort of her explaining why she did what she did, because it is sort of in there, but not fully, and I think it could develop a lot more. And the fifth book I have is a silly book, but I had to mention it, and that is The Christmas Chorus by Tom Fletcher. Yes, I am mentioning Christmas books in May, and I don't care. But this is about William Trundle, who loves dinosaurs, and he wishes for a dinosaur for that Christmas, and what he ends up getting is an actual dinosaur, and it is so funny and it's so lovely. It's such a hilarious story, and all of these characters, even the bad characters as well, are just so amazing to read about, and I love so many of these characters. And the one character I want to mention specifically is actually Mr. Trundle, William's dad. He develops so much through this story, and I really just want to see a sequel based on him and from his perspective, because I think it would be so good and just so sweet. I just want more from this story because it was just great. I just love it so much. So that's it for this video anyway. I hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know about any books that you wish had sequels down in the comments below, as I'd love to know. If you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. All of my social media links are in the description below for you, and I will see you in my next video very soon. Bye!